Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Buckeyes offense takes the field. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Continuing to turn and move him forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. The Buckeyes will have a first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Makes the grab. It's Westbrook. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they score first.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So West Virginia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school. 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote them. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success tonight.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Matoos. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Oh, what a move! You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Gonna run it. It's Westbrook. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Makes the catch. It's Henderson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll give it to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Matoos. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robbins. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And stampeding through the defense. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Looking deep. Pulls it in on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Here's a quick throw out to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Matoos. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Off play action on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the running back. And they swarm him under. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And this time, they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Now they'll run the draw. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Jackson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. A strike downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies, and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Henderson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen.
Give him 6. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. He's going up top. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback checking the play. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Still looking on the move. He'll let it go down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Ohio State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
At the 35, he's loose. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established. Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Robbins. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback now breaking the field. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit?
And because of this guy's athleticism, you've got to find so many creative ways to let him carry the football. You'll see it on zone reads. You'll see it on draws, designed runs. How about the old-fashioned bootleg, though? Let him use his speed out on the perimeter to the right, and he sets off a huge gain.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Count.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. They'll run the RPO, and Courtwright makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently.
Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Fires one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll go right back to him. Got room at the 35. Open runway ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow...
He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Back to pass, it's Matoos. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his big tight end. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Matoos. They've got the screen set up. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
At this part of the field in the red zone offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Play number 10 on this series. He's back to throw on second down. He'll get rid of it. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineer.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
And now on third down after that last run. The run from the shotgun. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.